Hello, Professor. I'm Mariela Martinez, and I wrote my art talk about Frida Kahlo. I am so sorry about the quality. My camera doesn't pick it up that well, but I will send you a better quality one later. Anyway, so Frida Kahlo is this huge Mexican icon. I've known her since I was a kid. She's most prominently known for the eyebrow, hence why I put her at the centerpiece of my poster, looking over my entire project. Anyway, she was born in Mexico. She was a Mexican artist, July 6, 1907, until her untimely death in July 13, 1954, 7 days after her birthday, which is a huge bummer, right? Born in Coyoacán, Mexico, she first got into painting after a car collision left her body battered and unable to handle the harsh labor of childbirth. She was most notable for her self-portraits, ranging from quality to style over the years, while still maintaining the theme of a static expression. Sometimes the most expression part of her paintings were the eyes. Arguably, one of Frida's most iconic paintings had to be the self-portrait with monkeys. It's a headshot of Kahlo surrounded by a tropical background and colorful leaves and flowers. Four monkeys surround her, two by her side holding onto her like if she was maybe a mother or someone they cared about, and two in the background, kind of like a silent protector or shadow almost. She's wearing a very simple gown with red embroideries, a square in the center of her chest with an X. It's a very, very stylized Mexican gown, which is to say most of her style did come from Mexican culture, of course, being born there. And also her very prominent tan skin. So, a majority of Kahlo's work can be considered dreamlike or a door to an alternate reality. Very few of her works ever made out to be mundane or ordinary. As stated in Frida Kahlo Foundation, she painted using vibrant colors in a style that was influenced by indigenous cultures of Mexico as well as by Europe influence that included realism, symbolism, surrealism. Many of her works are self-portraits, and the rest is very history. The next very prominent part of her works are the broken column, was made around 1944 on a mosaic with oil painting. The painting depicts Kahlo standing in an open field with clear skies above, a stark contrast to the grisly image below. This shows Kahlo standing with her insides, ripped open and exposed. And it's showing what should be a spine, but instead is a column that is broken, which often leads to the fact that she was in a car collision that left her body basically very tattered and very broken. So that could be also a symbol of broken bones. And around her, she has a corset, which is oftenly considered the iron corset that she had to wear for a lot of her life in order to keep her or to keep herself basically together, which is what the picture almost looks like it's doing. And the rest of her body is covered in nails. There's tears streaming down her face, and that's almost proving the pain that she feels is just as bad as it looks in the picture. She also is holding a white sheet that covers her lower half of her body, but fails to cover her top, exposing her breast. Yeah, I feel like everything is kind of just showing the pain and the anguish she was going through at the time. And over here, another one of her more famous paintings was a self-portrait with chopped hairs. You can see the themes of self-portraits here. It was made in 1940 with oil paints on canvas. The artwork centers around a figure that is Kahlo in an ill-fitted suit, a suit meant for men, which was really out of place at the time. Women didn't wear suits, men wore suits, and women wore, pretty little things, pretty dresses, skirts, and blouses. And with the absence of her hair, and in place a shortcut where her hair sticks close to her scalp. Basically, all her hair, her long raven hair, just cut off and strewn around the painting, around her area where she is. It leaves the picture of a more masculine mix with a bit of femininity in it, with the earrings, the heels, the painted lips, and the rosy cheeks. Uh, Pinning the blame on herself for her cut hair because she's holding scissors in her right hand, I believe, or left hand. Left hand. At the time, it was when Diego confronted Caldo with the threat of divorce. And it is said that the meaning behind the painting has to do with the broken dignity that is associated with the rejection of someone who loves you, especially the rejection of a man separating from a woman in a marriage coupling, which was very damaging to the woman at the time. As said by the art story, revealing the artist's injured sense of female pride and her self-punishment for failures of her marriage. Her masculine attire also reminds the viewers of early family photos in which Kahlo chose to wear a suit. She's also sitting in a yellow chair. This is my take on it, sorry. She's sitting in a yellow chair, and I always remembered that the color yellow usually signifies depression, deception, and emotional fragility, which is, of course, something that she had to be going to at the time. Everyone goes through, especially during a divorce. And, yeah. That's basically all I had for Miss Frida Kahlo. At the three paintings. Again, the first painting was Self-Portrait with Monkeys. The second one was The Broken Column. And the third one was a self-portrait with chopped hair. Thank you so much.